All right. I think all right. We're going to get things rocking and rolling here. We waited a day. I didn't want to wait another day. To me, it felt like we've sort of hit a little bit of an impasse. And so, just felt like time to get things rolling here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. So, first things first, let's get this case cracked open. I'll show you the case, then I'm going to bring it over here beside me. It'll be way easier to open it if I can do it over here, at least if I can cut it over here. I think I'll cut the bottom, and then we'll see if we can dump them out. If I do it from the bottom, then when we dump them out, they should all be facing the right way. That sounds good in theory, right? Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Just look at it. I forget what the actual character was from the A-Team, but the one main character used to say, I like it when a plan comes together. So, let's get some card stands out here, because I intend to need at least a few. This is going to be a good break. I can feel it in my bones. All right, so next order of business is our owner's list. So here is the list. The numbers that you see off to the sides are to help me remember which spots belong to which filler and which winning position of that filler. So it's just stuff for me to remember where those spots belong. So nothing more than that. I do want to make a comment. A person named Jessup claimed 4 spots in the break. I messaged him last night because I didn't have a real warm and fuzzy feeling yesterday about that. When somebody hasn't been in a break in a while and then he claimed $199 worth of spots. So when somebody hasn't been in a break for a couple of years and you haven't heard from them or seen them in a couple of years, and then all of a sudden they claim that amount of money in a break, it's just, it makes you reserved and didn't have a previous, relationship with the person or anything like that. So when I messaged him last night to pay, he didn't. He responded this morning finally and said, "Where do I pay?" Which I knew he was playing games at that point because everybody that comments on a post can see where you pay. It's right there. And when I sent him the information, he never responded again. So I sent him a couple more messages giving him fair warning, telling him what the deal was, explaining that you have to pay before the break, all that jazz. So, we resold the spots. So anyway, long story short, I want to say special thanks to Thomas Jones Jr. In particular, Thomas, because Thomas has always been helpful in these situations and saying, hey, if you need somebody to take a spot, I'll do it. And I always appreciate that. And tonight was no different. Thomas, as soon as I messaged him and said, hey, I'm going to have some spots available, he said, yeah, just let me know. So without hesitation. So I appreciate that very much. James Holland grabbed the Logano spot, and Andrew Bly also took Blaney. So shout out to those three guys, because like I said, that was $200 basically worth of drivers that we had to get covered fairly quickly, you know, and it wasn't part of any of those guys' plan. So shout out to those guys for really stepping up and helping fill things for me. I really do appreciate the support in that sense. And then, of course, we've got several fillers. And I don't know. I think I picked the wrong time of the year to post a case break for National Treasures, maybe. It's not the best timing, especially after I had been saying I really wanted to stick with more affordable stuff. Maybe I got a little overzealous with pushing an NT break out there that we probably should have saved till after the first of the year. But that's okay. You know, we live and we learn, and we're all here together, and there's no harm in trying something, right? So, anyway, so again, special shout out to everybody that helped with the fillers as well. Because same thing, a lot of times people jump in the fillers and they're just trying to help get the break filled at that point. And I certainly appreciate that, and I don't want to ever overlook that or I don't know. I guess, you know, miss or let it fall on, you know, deaf ears or whatever, that people are helping fill spots that maybe they don't even really want. They're just trying to help move things along. So, again, thanks to everybody. So we've got 3 fillers we're going to run. We're going to do them one at a time. Filler 1. I didn't print the groups, so you can see in my chicken scratch, I wrote them down there. But there's 2 groups. Top 2 get a group of drivers in filler number 1. We're going to do this one first, then we'll do 2, and then 3. So we're dealing with filler number 1 right now, which is 1 through 28. Probably should have set these up for a little shorter, but I'm committed to 45 seconds now, so that's what we got. So let's shuffle this one up and get this show on the road. Good luck, everybody. While we're racing, I'm going to get some top loaders opened up too, just to be ready. Nine's out front. 27's making a move, though, at the last second. Here we go. And maybe 15, Chef 15. Yeah, 27 and 15. So Duck 27 is Dale Herman. And 15 is Glenn Collier. So 27 and 15. And that's how that looks for filler number 1. 27 is Dale, and Glenn is 15. And they get the respective groups. Dale gets Bowman, Zamora, Chase Briscoe. Glenn gets Boyer, Mozak, and Hemrick. And then we'll move on over to the next side for filler number 2. Same deal. We've got top 3 this time, though. Jimmy's a standalone because he's obviously a pretty big spot. Then we got Josh Berry, Justin Bonsignor, Kurt Busch with Richard Childress for filler 2. So let's refresh this bad boy and go again. This time we need 29. Set this one. Same deal. We'll shuffle them once. And good luck. And this one, like I said, this one you want to be top 3. Top 3 on this one is the deal. I know it's late, but like I said at the beginning of the video, I wanted to get this done. We're going to do certified tomorrow night, and I just wanted to kind of get everything tidied up and cleaned up so that we have a nice clean slate for Tuesday and can move on with our week, so to speak. And those that aren't watching it live tonight can catch it in the morning or on their lunch break tomorrow or on their, when they get home and they're having dessert or whatever. So the video will be there for everybody to catch up with. So Duck 18 is our winner. 18, 9, and 2. 18 is going to be Philip Mancini. Number 9, second place is number 9. That's also Philip Mancini. And number 2, third place is number 2. That's Eric Patton. I was getting ready to say, man, did Philip run the table? He didn't, but he almost did. Well done, Philip Mancini. Let me draw some arrows and make it easy for everybody to see there. 18, 9, and 2. So Phil Mancini gets Jimmy Johnson, Josh Berry, Justin Bonsignor. Eric Patton picks up Kurt Busch and Richard Childress for that one. And then that leaves our third and final filler. This one is the one that did not fill, but we're going to just go with it, and I'll play along with the spots that were not claimed. So that's just an easy way to do it. So if it's a blank, then that'll be me. Good luck to everybody. Same deal, top 3, and we got to get 31 spots in this one. And then we're going to be ready to break this. Get all the duck racing out of the way. $31. Set it and forget it. I forget what that infomercial used to be. It was like one of those, wasn't it like a rotisserie thing? I think it was. All right, here we go. Good luck. I think it was like a rotisserie thing where you had the pan and you put these things in the end of like a chicken and then sit the chicken in it and it just spun like a rotisserie deal. I think that's what that was. Don't remember what it's called. Somebody probably still has one. Quack. Quack. Got a lot of quackers. Ooh, the clown is moving. So is the purple duck. And I think duck 4 might have been third. Yep. So first place is 17, which is going to be a house spot. That's a blank. Second place is 28, and that'll go to Michael Clay. And then third place is spot 4, which is also a blank house spot. So that's how that shakes down. We had 17, 28, and 4. 17, 28, and 4. So Michael Clay was the main winner there, picking up that second place group with, 12 extra drivers. So, again, appreciate everybody who participated and tried to help get things filled for us. Like I said, it does not go unnoticed that people try to help out, even maybe when it's not necessarily drivers that they're interested in or whatever. They're just trying to help see things through. So it does not go unnoticed or unappreciated. So, with that said, let's get started. Get this thing going. We got 4 boxes, fresh out of the case. Let's do it. I also showed, during the football break earlier, I showed a little something that I got for Secret Santa this year. And I will show those again at the end of this break for anybody that missed it. All right. First up, we got Austin Cindric on the white sparkle. It's going to go to James. And then Justin Haley going to Robert Taylor. Last but not least, Harrison Burton belongs to Dan Owens. All right. Hey, Phil, how's it going, bud? Good evening. Empty box. We're going to go 3 of 13. Stars and Stripes, Josh Berry. Josh Berry goes through the filler and ends up going to Philip Mancini. Philip, you got here just in time to see yourself hitting out of the filler. That's nice. Stars and Stripes, Josh Berry. Then we're going to go Rides, 49 of 49. Last printed, Chase Elliott. That belongs to Zach Brenner. Good morning. There you go. And we're going to go 17 out of 25. Timeline Materials Sheet Metal. Eric Jones. Belongs to J.R. Tipple. Couple shades of red in that. Yeah, Phil, you won 2. In filler 2, you won 2 of the 3, actually. So you almost swept the whole darn thing. 62 and 99, Jake Garcia, race used sheet metal. And that's going to go to Michael Clay in the filler. Filler number 3. I gotta double check everything to make sure. That's going to Michael Clay. And we got a booklet, jumbo booklet, Zane Smith, 19 of 25. This goes to James Holland with the jumbo tire. I do like the design on these. I still am bummed that we're not getting autos on all the booklets, but I do like the design compared to previous years. So then we got 80 out of 99, Timeline Materials Chase Elliott. Belongs to Zach. Get rid of that box. Get the fresh box of top loads, which I knew I would need. Already had it ready to roll. Nice Chase Elliott. And let's get into the autos. First up, Fire Suit Signatures. 43 out of 99, Riley Herbst. That's going to go to Dan Owens. Now, Riley will be from 2023, so previous year, Fire Suit Signatures. I'm going to swap him out for Eric, and we'll slowly start working them out here. National Treasures Signatures, 10 out of 10. Hollow Gold, Parker Chase. Parker Chase goes to... Might take me a second to find him on the list. Actually, he might be one of my unlisteds now that I think about it. I think he is. I think he's going to Storm Ghost in the unlisted spot. I do believe. On the Parker Chase. Gold. Get him all magged up and looking good. He's got a nice beard. Next up. Oh, I like this a lot. 2 of 25. Treasured Number Signatures. Casey Kane. That's a cool card. I'm a fan of that. Going to Steve Teskey. I think it's cool that it's got his career wins on it. I think that's... You guys know me. I like different stuff. I'm all for different. I'm going to move the Josh Berry and put Casey up here in the middle. And then check this bad boy out. 5 of 13. Stars and Stripes Premium Patches. Ross Chastain. That thing is bitchin'. Ross Chastain's going to go to Eric Patton. That is a sharp card. Congrats, Eric. Super nice. Very, very nice indeed. Again, shipping's included for everything. Try to make sure everybody knew that ahead of time. I should, barring anything strange, should be able to get these shipped out tomorrow. All right, box 2. White Sparkle, Ryan Preece. He's going to go to filler 3 and the third spot in filler 3, which is a house spot, by the way. And then we're going to go Austin Cindric again. Going to James Holland. Interesting, we've seen a couple of the same drivers out of these White Sparkle packs. So Cindric for James Holland, and then Justin Haley for Robert Taylor. Different cards, but same drivers. All right. I will get a schedule posted tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Today, later today, matter of fact, because today is tomorrow. So I will have a schedule posted. But next break will be Tuesday night with certified, just like we've been doing. So that's the main thing to know. 4 of 10 throwback rides, hollow gold Terry Labonte going to JR. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And then we got 39 of 49 for Bobby Allison with the Legends. That's going to go to Jake. Race used tires, 65 out of 99. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. belongs to Candace. And then behind him, we're going to go 28 out of 75. Race used sheet metal, Michael McDowell. Almost looks like a cloud. McDowell goes to Will Black. And then 11 of 25, Cole Custer and Riley Herbst with the short print. Custer is James Holland. Riley Herbst is Dan Owens. So we will need a random for that at the end between Custer and Herbst for those two guys. Put that right in front of me so I don't forget. Silhouettes, Carson Quapple, 19 out of 99. Carson goes to Sea Salt. And then 35 of 99, Taylor Gray, Fire Suit Signatures. Going to Dan Owens with the Gray Brothers pair. Next, 28 out of 50. Little scratch up here in the top corner of this. Chandler Smith, Clutch Performances. Chandler Smith goes to Danny Sanchez. Nice one, Danny. And then we got Raja. Rising Stars, 89 and 99. Raja Caruth. Raja Caruth with the on-card auto. That's going to go to Sea Salt. We got to get some more top loads popped open real quick. Like I've always said with some of these products, you just never know what you're going to go through. So that's why I don't have a bunch open, because I just don't know what I'm going to need. Carson Quapple, 49 of 49. That's the Track Pass Signatures rookie auto. Going to Sea Salt. Nice one, Sea Salt. Some young guys in this box. You got Quapple, Raja Caruth, Chandler Smith. It's kind of the youth movement kind of box. I mentioned that tomorrow night we are doing certified, and I've sort of teased the last week or two. I've sort of teased on what I was going to do, but I'm not sure how many people paid attention to what I was saying. I also, because I say a lot, and I don't know if people really care what I say half the time, but again, I also just don't know if people care either. But starting with tomorrow's break for the month of December, my plan is every break will have a Santa pack, and it's going to basically take the place of our Bad Monkey box for the month of December. And so, like tomorrow night, I will have a pack made up that is 2018 certified stuff that's already been pulled, and it's like a mini repack, but that goes along with the break. And I'll always try to make sure that they are associated with what's in the break to the best of my ability. So like tomorrow night, it'll be 2018 certified stuff. So White Sparkle Chase Briscoe. Now Chase Briscoe had to go through the filler to Dale Herman in filler 1. We got Ross Chastain going to Eric Patton. And then Davey Allison will go to Zach Brenner. All right. Number 3. Let's do this. Sam Mayer, 23 of 35. Photo finishes by 2/1000ths of a second. Sam Mayer went to filler 3 in the 3rd place spot. That's a house spot now. So I got a Sam Mayer card. All right. It's a cool picture. Next up, Carson Hocevar. 14 out of 49 on the rides. That one will go to JJ. I'll tell you guys a quick little blurb. Speaking of JJ, I received a bunch of stuff from JJ today for Secret Santa and also a bunch of PSA submission stuff. And he sent, he sent probably 50 or 60 or 70 cards for PSA, and definitely enough to make me jealous. So cool stuff. I always enjoy seeing what everybody's sending in. So AJ Allmendinger, Timeline Materials, sheet metal. That'll go to Zach. Track Gear, Cole Custer, 91 and 99. I think that's tire. I think that tire got hot at one time, the way it's kind of blistered. Going to James. And we got 64 and 99, Treasured Swatches, Joey Logano. That will go to James. Nice patch. 3 of 4. Hollow gold Josh Berry. It's a really chunky piece of embroidery. Josh Berry goes to filler 2 and Philip Mancini. Nice hit, Phil. That's cool. Gonna get you a mag. Gotta make sure I get the right size though for that, because the relic's a tad chunkier than the rest of the card. Make sure we don't smash it. I think this will be perfect. Perfect, I do believe. Oh yeah, it's gonna work like a glove. Nice. 3 of 4. I'm gonna move Casey Kane, and we're gonna slide Josh Berry front and center there. 43 out of 75. Todd Gilliland will go to Will Black. Not an NT card at all, but this is pretty bitchin'. Brandon Jones, 15 of 25. Look at that tire patch. Souvenir signatures. That certainly looks to be part of the Wingfoot for Goodyear. That's sweet. Brandon Jones going to Scott Dixon. Scott, you might already have one of these, but I bet you don't have one like that. Because that is cool. Congrats, congrats, congrats. I'm going to move Ross because we've got a dual auto to put on the stands. 6 of 25. Ryan Preece and Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe is owned by Dale Herman, and Ryan Preece is me in the filler. So it's easy for me. I can just say we're going to give this to Dale. I don't need to do a random to split that with Dale, so I will give that to Dale. I probably owe Dale one anyway, for one reason or another. So nicely done, Dale. And then we got another nice one hiding behind the duel. Treasured numbers, 17 of 25. Kyle Busch with the 2 Cup championships. That's nice. Going to Thomas Jones Jr. Very nice indeed. I think I'm going to move Parker Chase and put Kyle there. All right. 4th and final box. Empty, empty. And away we go. Starting out, Alex Bowman. Filler number 1. That's going to go to Dale. And then Ryan Preece one more time. That's a house spot again. Crazy. Ryan Preece. I don't understand why this happens, but it obviously happens frequently enough. And then Ryan Preece again. That's just silly. Silliness. All right. Last box. Let's make it a good one. Let's see if we can find another SSP, or dare I say, maybe even a 101. No booklet, I don't think. So it's not going to be a jumbo booklet, I don't believe. 6 of 13, Stars and Stripes, Terry Labonte. It's going to go to JR. Then we got the Rides, Bubba Wallace, 8 out of 25. Bubba belongs to Melvin. And we're going to go race used sheet metal, 1 of 25 for Lane Riggs. That'll go to JR. Parker Chase, again, 46 of 75. He's an unlisted driver and goes to Storm Ghost. And then behind him, Track Gear, 29 of 99. Kevin Harvick will go to David Brinkman. I'm going to open some more. We've used a bunch of 130 pointers tonight. Like I said, you just never know what it's going to be. Tonight it was 130s. There's the Harvick again. And then we're going to go 66 of 75. Track Gear Blue, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Jr. goes to Josh Turner. Ooh, oh my goodness. What in the world? 33 of 99. This is silly. Lasting Legacies. Clint Boyer. Boyer goes to Glenn in filler 2. Boyer to Glenn. But wait, there's more. Fire Suit Signatures, 84 of 99, Clint Boyer. What? What? Going to Glenn. Back-to-back Boyer patch autos. And the funniest part of it is they're from 2 different products, or 2 different sets. Both from the previous year. Both from 2023. Oh, this is really cool. Clutch Factor. 15 out of 25. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle. I'm sure you can. I think that's got to be showing up for you guys. That's cool. Going to John Boyles. I have a Kyle Larson like this that shows the Drink Responsibly Coors beverage logo at the bottom, and they're pretty neat. Mine's not sparkly like this, and mine's actually from, I think, Torque, where this is from NT, but still. Nice J-Mac, John. Congrats with that one. That's a super nice card. And we're gonna finish it off with another super nice one. 15/35 for the King. Treasured Moments. I do love these full bleed photos they used. I do love that design. Richard Petty going to Dan Owens. Nice hit, Dan. Well done. Really sharp. Really, really sharp. I'm gonna move this for the King. You could make a case for anybody to be on the stand, so I don't think it matters much. Again, I want to thank everybody who helped participate in this one. And I also want to say I appreciate the patience, recognizing that we were struggling a little and getting there. So shout out to everybody who tried to help and move things along and all of those things. So I appreciate everybody equally, for sure. I did mention that I wanted to show you guys something. So before I do the recap, I'll show you. These are the stickers that I had made up for Secret Santa this year. So if you are participating in Secret Santa, you will get one of these in your package. And these are going to be exclusive for Secret Santa. I wanted to do something. We'll do some new stickers again in the spring, a new round with maybe something else different about them. But I wanted to do something very specific just for Secret Santa, and I wanted it to be something that I can change or duplicate slightly year over year. So I'd like that to be a thing where, next year we do a new set of stickers for Secret Santa, and it just becomes part of it. So anyway, that's the reason for the exclusivity. I'm not trying to keep stickers from people. I just want it to be something special for that and for that only. So let's do our recap. Base cards, we had Bubba Wallace out of 13, Terry Labonte, Carson Hocevar, Sam Mayer, Bobby Allison out of 13, Josh Berry, and Chase Elliott. Our relics went like this: Dale Jr., Kevin Harvick, Parker Chase, Lane Riggs, Todd Gilliland, Joey Logano, Cole Custer, A.J. Allmendinger, Carson Kvapil, Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, and Jake Garcia. Did have one booklet that was Zane Smith, Jumbo Tire. We had the dual relic that we'll have to do a random for in just a quick minute. And then our autographs. Ryan Preece, Chase Briscoe dual auto. That really nice Jamie McMurray clutch factor that we just opened a minute ago. That's really, really cool. We had a pair of Clint Boyers. Press Pass Premium, or not Press Pass, Premium Patches. It's not Press Pass. I don't even know why I said that. Premium Patches, Stars and Stripes, Ross Chastain. We did have a Prime card, but it was a nice one. Souvenir Signatures, Brandon Jones, I believe with part of the wing foot there. And then Treasured Numbers, Casey Kane, Carson Kvapil, Rookie Auto, Raja Caruth, Chandler Smith, Taylor Gray, and Riley Herbst. Had a couple of mag cards. Out of 10, Parker Chase. Out of 10, Throwback Rides, Terry Labonte. Treasured Numbers, Signatures, Kyle Busch. We had the Treasured Moments, Richard Petty. And 3 out of 4, Race Used Fire Suit, Josh Berry. And then we just have to do a random for that fella, and we are all done for the evening. It is Cole Custer and Riley Herbst. Remember the tablet decides it wants to. There we go. Cole Custer and Riley Herbst. Oh, hang on, I messed up. There we go. I had it split on 2 lines and it looked really messed up, so we fixed it. Cole Custer, Riley Herbst. So 5 times on the randomizer. Winner will be at the top. So there's number 1, 2, 3. That's 4. And 5. So that's going to go to Riley Herbst and Dan Owens. So congrats, Dan, with the Herbst spot. And again, appreciate everybody who participated. I know there's going to be a lot of people probably watching tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon at lunchtime and things like that. So appreciate everybody. And again, Tuesday night will be certified. We'll get certified going. And Tuesday night's break will be the first one for December, where we include the Santa packs. And best way I can explain it is just think about how we use the Bad Monkey box to supplement some of the breaks. The Santa packs are going to be the same type of thing. Just, something to kind of add to the break, so to speak. So, hope everybody has a great rest of your evening or morning. And we will see you all next time.